Fox News in America, Sky News in Australia. Two countries, two cultures. But somehow, the same talking points, the same culture wars, and the same denial of reality delivered with smug certainty and certainly with a lot of yelling. What's the common thread here? Well, I guess it's Rupert Murdoch, a man who turned news into a weapon and truth into a casualty. Today we unpack how his media empire pushes the right-wing agenda on both sides of the Pacific. I'm Tony Tonkin, commentator, political truth digger and professional Murdoch agitator. Isn't that exciting? If you've ever watched Sky News Australia and thought, wait, didn't Tucker Carlson say this last year? Well, quite frankly, you're not wrong. Fox News and Sky News are two branches of the same propaganda tree. And they've both been pruned, shaped, and fertilised with Murdoch money. This is something that we all need to be mindful of, because we need to understand who finances both of these enterprises. Whether it's climate denial, woke hysteria, anti-immigration rhetoric, or demonising public health during COVID. Sky and Fox, both of them, are singing from the same sheet music. Fox News rallies against Biden and socialism, while on the other hand, we have Sky News, who rails against Albanese and the ABC. Remember, Fox calls everything Marxist. Sky calls everything leftist nonsense. Even their attack dogs sound alike. Just swap Tucker Carlson for Andrew Bolt, Laura Ingham for Peter Credlin, and you'll hardly notice the difference. Why? Well, in my view, because it's by design. It is about the Murdoch playbook. And that's because Rupert Murdoch didn't just build news channels, he built echo chambers. So we must remember Fox and Sky aren't in the business of informing, they're in the business of inflaming. So this will give you some idea of the formula. So we take a complex issue, immigration, climate change, Indigenous rights, simplify it into an outrage headline, blame the left, add dramatic music and a panel of three people who all agree. And we see this on Sky News here in Australia all the time. And then you repeat it. You repeat it 24 hours a day. And let's not forget, both networks push conspiracy-adjacent narratives, just vague enough to dodge defamation, but inflammatory enough to dominate YouTube clips. So they're an influence in politics on both sides. In the US, Fox News is the Republican Party's unofficial communications arm. They helped build Trump's movement and now echo his talking points, kind of like gospel, really. In Australia, though, Sky After Dark is like a retirement village for failed conservative politicians. And if you don't believe me, have a look at who they have on. They are all retired and old. And they still somehow drive national debate regardless of all of that. Remember African gangs in Melbourne, or the constant attacks that we see even today on Welcome to Country. That's Sky News manufacturing fear and feeding it directly to the coalition base. So we need to remember this very important point, particularly the After Dark people. They don't report the news. They shape the narrative. So they have a platform of power and massive reach. Fox News dominates cable ratings in the US, but its influence is dwarfed by its online virality. Now, Sky News, they've turned YouTube into their global soapbox, and they've done this very, very well. The videos regularly get millions of views from US audiences who think Sky News is a brave truth teller in the kangaroo wilderness. It's not journalism. It's infotainment wrapped in a flag and sold as fact. And both networks rely heavily on culture war clickbait because rage is profitable. That's not just unethical, it's dangerous. Now, this isn't just about media bias, it's about power. We must never forget that. Rupert Murdoch controls the lens through which millions of people see the world. And when both Sky and Fox operate like megaphones for the far right, the result is division, distrust, and a public that's less informed and more manipulated. The question isn't, why are they doing it? It's, why are we letting them? Now, folks, if you've had enough of this trans-Pacific propaganda machine, hit that like button below, subscribe for more political commentary without the Murdoch filter. Share this video with someone who still thinks Sky News is a balanced alternative. And in the comments, tell me, and think about this, what's the worst example you've seen of Murdoch media spin? This is Tony Tonkin reminding you, when the media becomes the message, it's time to change the channel.